Their harsh tears aside, I couldn't help but feel awful for Ellie. And so, I found my way here for the first time in ages. Ah yes, the Golden Time rooftop. What if I want it? It's so cold. Cold's the best. I'm super sensitive today, so I'd appreciate it if you were nicer to me. What is this nice you speak of? You were pretty nice to me in the last route. You're my wingman. Sounds like you're the one who has bigger issues here. Lol. I desperately pushed those crazy animalistic urges aside last night, but people still don't understand. Help me! Guess even the nobles who attend Noble Academy are still human. Ria was her usual cool self. I really like that about her, especially right now. Because I was being a gentleman! Damn it! Huh? Listen. I got nothing. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Well, not really. Ellie would have been asleep right next to me. Just try and imagine someone like her with a body like that sleeping next to you and being completely defenseless. Or there was no telling when the wolf inside me would shed its gentlemanly clothing and gobble her up. Don't say it! More or less. Darn it. You see, bye. Yeah, that did happen. Please don't hurt me. Are you complaining that I gave up my bed and didn't lay a hand on you or something? She sulked. Her cool demeanor was cute on occasion. It wasn't really a sex appeal thing of you, though. You genuinely scared me. What, Ellie doesn't genuinely scare you? The woman who hasn't constantly threatened to cut off your arm, and has made it very apparent that she can in fact do that, and also outright murder us. She does not scare you? Okay. You're a smoking delinquent. If I made a move on you, who's to say whether I get burned with a lighter or stabbed with some hidden knife? You aren't afraid of getting stabbed by Ellie? Well, simply put, sure.
99% 父が理由だとしても 1% くらいはそういう理由があったかもしれない。でもさ。
Yeah?
その理由だと、よっぽどあの女の方が恐怖は強いんじゃないか?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, she's the head of the Knights faction, like, and she's shown she can be a badass. Remember when she almost ripped her arm off? Was that in... Oh no, that was in another choice in Sylvie's route that I played. In Sylvie's route, I went back and I wanted to like pick the other choices, so I picked the one where we have Sylvie call us Master instead of Darling. And yeah, she like nearly ripped her arm off, like, oh goodness gracious, dude, Ellie. So yeah, she is definitely way more terrifying. Yep, see, Ria gets it. True. Yep. But what was it? I had a feeling we'd cross the line. One we could never come back from if I hadn't put some space between us. My guess was, if I made a move on her, we'd have followed all the way through. Ah, okay. Ellie wouldn't have resisted.
カバレロ様の低層観念と場に流されぬ節度に。まあ、なぜあんな男の元に泊まることになったかは、ちょいと気がかりではありますが、我々には計り知れぬ事情があるのでしょう。
We are a couple! For show, but still.
それより、いくら交際中とはいえ、婚姻前はそういうことはすべきでないと、節度を守るその誇り高さ。さすがはカバレロ様。はあ。
I just like the fuck is wrong with these people.
何の話ですですから、昨夜はあのクソ。市松くんのお部屋にお泊まりになったのでしょ？ええ。付き合う男女が一つのお部屋で、となればまあ、その、ねえ。
It's not time for that yet. It's not time for the H scenes yet, okay? We still got a couple more hours to go, I'm pretty sure.
はい。話を聞いたときは、本格的に市松くんの身長体重を調べ、そのサイズでの遺体、処理方法で、ネット検索したものですが。
Oh no. How do you know my size and weight?
よくよく考えれば、カバレロ様がそんなこと応じるわけがないですものね。だから何が？ですから。
Could you just not say it, or is that the game, or like what's going on in that? I think she just can't say it, I guess. I don't know. Ellie. Well.
そんなこと、私たちはその恋人となってはいますが、そういうことは、はい。カバレロ様はそれでいいと思います。私たち日本人は昨今どうにも低層観念がけれどカバレロ様を見て、やはり理想は除夜まで守り抜くべきと悟りましたわ。そうよね。除夜までね。何あんた、もしかしてもう。
I think she has.
いやー、去年のクリスマスさ、幼馴染と盛り上がっちゃって勢いで。そうだ、私はイスタ家を継ぐ者としてそうしたことにはいろいろとでもオーロはもっと自由にでしょうか。
I mean, considering I did in Solvy's route, oh yeah.
まあ、市松くんはしたいと思ってるでしょうね。まったく男は下劣だわ。
Woman?
カバレロ様？いえ。
Flippin' A doing, dude. Oh, Alex-san, you came again today?
はい、夕飯は約束しましたので。
I don't know if I phrased that as a question. I figured our plans would have fallen through after what happened this morning, but it looked like we were still on for dinner tonight. Thank goodness! Ellie had spoiled me on our home-cooked meals, and it would have been depressing to suddenly go without it. But... So, what are we having today?
作ってきました。学校の調理室で。
Why are you thinking about the thing you were talking about at your fencing club stuff? Or fencing extra, what's it called? The fencing planning class? Whatever the thing's called, you know what I mean? Huh?
すぐ食べられるので、さあ食べましょう、すぐ食べましょう。席についてください。
At least we've been a darn it, dude. Sure. She quickly led me over.
パンは買ってきました。ルッコラの和え物やレバーパテ、バターやミンチなど上に乗せて食べてください。あ、コーヒーはいかがです？夜なので眠れなくなりますか？ミルクも買ってきましたが。
Huh? Sure, I'll just have milk.
さあ食べましょう。どうぞ、どうぞ。
Sure? I wasn't sure why, but I could tell Ellie was acting quite strangely. Oh, whatever. May as well dig in. Oh. Can you not stare at me while I'm eating my food, woman? Why are you staring at me? Although the butter and liver pate, atop freshly made bread tasted incredible. I couldn't really focus on my meal when I felt her eyes planted on me. Why don't you eat something?
そうですね。今日まではそうでしたね。いただきます。
Aren't you eating a little fast? She was working through her meal in an extremely mechanical fashion, and had practically inhaled the food she'd stuffed into her mouth. Given how strangely she was acting. Ellie, do you want to go home early today by some chance? Because you're rushing? There may have been more to it than that, but I believe that to be the primary reason. She really wanted to hurry home. Does this have anything to do with guarding Solvi, since you've been off duty for the past couple of days?
急いでいるわけではありません。ゆっくり夕げを楽しみましょう。
Ah, she calmed down. I still had no idea why, but she relaxed and began to eat. I had no clue what her deal was today. Oh well, time for a nice calm dinner. Yummy in my tummy.
The
fuck is that? Yeah, a little bit. The arugula was sauteed specifically to put on bread, but there was too much of it, considering it was only there to add aroma. It tasted fine when you ate it like a sandwich, so I wasn't especially bothered by it.
それに、パンだけというのも怠慢でした。スープの一つでも作るべきです。
You made plenty, though. Oh, now that I think about it, your cream stew was incredible. I definitely wouldn't have minded some of that.
今度作りますね。
Ew, cream stew. Ugh. I don't like cream and I don't like stew either. That. Oh yeah, speaking of soup. Although it didn't hold a candle to the soup Ellie made. Soup. I stopped eating and rummaged through a box nearby. I was pretty sure that back when I first moved into the dorm, while I stocked up on cup noodles due to lack of other food options. Ayaka! Here it is! Instant stew. Oh, I have it. I also had enough white stew to split between two people. I'll make it now. Hang on a second. I went off to heat up some water. No problem, Ellie.
私は何を慌てていたのでしょう。オーロがあんなこと求めてくるわけがない。今は恋人のふりをしているだけ。彼は私のために合わせてくれているだけなのです。彼がそういう優しい、誠意に満ちた人間であることは、この1ヶ月でシルビー様とのご関係が証明している。それを勝手なイメージでいぶかしがるなど。
Oh, Ellie.
恥を知りなさい、私としたことが。
Oh, Ellie. From.
段ボールが倒れた。片付けましょう。この中身は。
Oh, it is. Oh no! Is that my night Erga games? Where? Oh no! Uh-oh. It is, isn't it?
触手に散る女騎士、ハイロゼット。もうこれ以上、触手の赤ちゃん産ませないで。
It is. Oh shit! Oh no! Ellie, please don't freak out, okay? And she freaked out. Oh, jeez. The soup is ready! Oh? She was acting weird again. I should really hide those before she comes over. Surprised she hasn't found them before. She already knows about this. Why is she surprised, actually? Like, she's known about this from the day we first met. Why is she surprised? Her strange behavior continued, even after we'd finished eating dinner. So, Ellie, are you... Turn it, Ellie. Sure. Bye, Ellie. And off she went. Well, she had nighted off after a shower yesterday, so it'd be questionable if she did the same thing 2 days in a row. I was kind of looking forward to it, though. Ellie, darn it. Wait, hold on a minute. Okay, sorry. I'd make sure I didn't click anything, or click through anything, and miss anything. Also, it's nice that you're not being ethnocentric, like friggin' 90% of other people, at least in America. They're freaking prejudiced and ethnocentric to other cultures. You called Exna? Ellie? What? What are you doing? Darn it, Ellie. Oh no. Is she gonna play the night air gay games? Thank you, Ellie. What are you doing, Exna? Hello? I think your little sprite just glitched out for a second there, Ellie. No, I am a gentleman! What do you mean two? Reina! Damn it, woman! Nah, she went home early. We haven't done anything like that. At all. Stupid freaking fly in my room. One sec. Stupid freaking fly, go away. Ugh. My bad, guys. Anyway, the other... Oh my gosh, one sec. Sorry, it's still here. Ugh, go away! One sec, guys. Give me a minute. Freaking in front of my laptop, too. Ugh. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, the other boarders had seen so for themselves, so there are no strange rumors floating around today. The only issue I was running into today was Ellie-san acting strangely again. Sylvie goes to bed early.
何を納得したのかしら、レイナ。9時を過ぎちゃうね。シルビーちゃまには遅いでしょうね。
Reina, be nice!
私は決められたスケジュールで寝起きしてるだけで、遅くまで起きられないわけじゃないもん。
Sylvie. They continue to squawk and ramble to their heart's content. I turn the loudmouths out and turn my attention to Ellie. Are you okay, Ellie? If it's too rough on you, you should head to the nurse's office. Ellie would maintain her composed demeanor right up until she couldn't take it anymore. So the fact that she looked this sleepy was proof she was having a hard time. It might be a different story if she'd just eaten, but I wanted to avoid her falling asleep in a strange place.
いえ、お気になさらず。確かに少々夜更かししましたが、2時には床に着きましたので。
That's like me. I go to bed at like 2 or 3 o'clock. Sometimes 4. 2, huh? Well then. That should work out to 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Definitely rough, but not so awful she'd drop on the spot.
床に着いたのは2時。嘘ではない。5時を過ぎたあたりに一瞬落ちた以外、全く寝られませんでしたわ。
Oh goodness gracious, Ellie, you need some sleep, woman. As your boyfriend, I'd love to ask what you were doing that whole time. She was playing the good old Eroge. 秘密です。それティネージの存亡に関わる、絶対に言えない、あれです。Oh man, darn it. That is classified information. Sure. Guess I couldn't ask then.
嘘をついてしまった。胸が痛みます。
Oh gosh, how we did it?
けど言えるわけがない。
Oh, Ellie.
私が何をしているのか。
So you back at the Eroge shop?
買ってきました。ご苦労。
灰巻き紙と青からの旋律。このジャンルはつけることがありませんな。
Yep, I thought so.
オラルコーチェ、なぜここにいる？
Because he is a fellow man of culture. That was established in the very first video.
すいません。一応、副長の許可もいるかなって。
何か問題ですかな？
いや、問題などない。私は何らやましいことはしていない。これは日本の文化、日本男児の文化を理解するために大切なこと。そのために。夜通し女騎士が凌辱されるゲームをやり込んでいるのだ。
Turn it, Ellie.
隊長はこういうとこ可愛いな。昨日のゲームは全箇所コンプリートした。
Dang, Ellie, she binged it. She did a speed run.
辛く苦しい道のりだった。剣の道に生きた騎士ハイロゼットが主を盾に取られ恥辱を受けるシーンなど涙が出るほど悔しかった。それ開始5分くらいでしょ？もっともその後ハイロゼットは主の目の前にもかかわらず犬にその汚らわしいことをされてなんだ喜んでいたようで軟弱そのものだったが、日本人男子の喜ぶものが分かったのは確かだ。絶対あかん方向に突き進んでますね。
西長殿はお若いですからな。
今日も勉強です。新しいゲームを仕入れて新しく勉強しなくては。今日は最後を触手に丸飲みにされて溶かされてしまうエンディングがないゲームがいいな。
It probably will. It'll probably have something to do with tentacles and dissolving and swallowing.
あれはトラウマですよね。空想とはいえ、あんな残酷なことを思いつくなんて、日本人って怖い。
Oh, trust me. There's way more brutal stuff out there than that. I'm just saying. Like, that's not even the worst it can get. Oh, hey, mistress. Where's the maid outfit? Thought we've been over this, Mina. So, Ellie-san is acting really weird lately? Do you have any idea what's going on?
わかりかねますが、エロいのは真面目ですので。きっとものすごく真面目な理由だと思いますわ。
Yeah, I bet. I made it difficult to stick my nose into her business. What could you do? Better be in that maid outfit next time I see you, woman. I'm just saying.
金色ラブリッチェ。
Thank you, Rhea. Saturday. Clubs buckle down hard on our days off, and students would spend every waking hour at practice. Or rather, that only held true for extremely blessed clubs at some sports-oriented schools.
グラウンド、あと10周です。声を出していきますよ。武道場が柔道部の日だから。基礎体力の差、できないから。
Most clubs could not claim space, so everyone ended up killing time with super basic cardio exercises. Unable to get their hands on swords for the day, the fencing club focused purely on tedious exercise. Which is why I ran away. Oh man. Lol. That's amazing. Oh, Sylvie. Thank you for letting me in the cool air, where I don't have to run around and sweat. Sylvie had come to the school on her day off as well. Yeah, I wonder how far away we are from Christmas. Because last time, like, the route ended on Christmas Eve, so... I think we're still in November right now, though. Maybe. I don't know. A recital, huh? A celebrity like Sylvie would definitely have a schedule jam-packed with special events over the holiday season. Christmas and whatnot sounded hectic. Are the pieces so difficult that you need to put in the extra practice? This whole conversation was completely over my head. It's not over my head. I know music and piano stuff. And Sylvie read her sheet music. Yeah. It felt like more time had passed, but it had only been 10 days since we started dating, quote unquote. Sylvie, no! Not yet. I'm pretty sure that was never the deal. Sylvie, darn it. Well, even if you set aside how Sylvie had instigated us into having our dinners together, we developed close enough of a relationship to lend her my shower, and for me to casually help dry her hair. Not to mention how she had stayed overnight, even if it was an accident. Well then, lewd. Mission? Sylvie flipping A, darn it, dude. Sylvie grinned, clearly acting like her tongue had slipped. Give me a break here. I thought it was weird how pushy you were being to propose all this in the first place. Do you seriously have some ulterior motive? What a mess. Putting Sylvie's schemes aside, it didn't change the fact that dating, quote unquote, Ellie was nothing but a huge perk for me. Still. So what's this mission of yours? Darn it, Ellie! And Sophie's just like, whew! Dodge that bullet! It looked like they had come to school separately, and Ellie looked rather panicked. What's up, Ellie? Yeah, I'm here too. Yes, hello. She must not have noticed me until then either.
なぜオーロが姫様と一緒に
Why not?
脅迫状況
What? Ellie, no! Huh?
いえ疲れているようです
Shh, try to Ellie.
練習は休憩ならちょっと3人でいましょうかはい
Am I being invited to another one of your concerts? Miss Musician, please set the mood of some background music.
はーい
Sylvie giggled and let her fingers slide across the keys. Maybe my phrasing had been a little rude just now? Although Ellie looked exasperated by my request, she remained silent. If I had made that kind of comment when we first met, she surely would have scolded me. How dare you speak to the princess that way, you heathen! I'm just kidding. We were close enough now that I could get... we were close enough now that I could get away with jokes. As Sylvie jovially ran a finger across the keys.
それでルーフェンシング出来はどうなのはい上々です試合でもなかなかに良い成績を残せそうです最近ちょっと集中力を欠いていますがさあ試合まであと2週間それまで目いっぱい打ち込んでちょうだいはい学校生活の良い思い出になります
Huh? I noticed Sylvie's expression suddenly went stiff. I really shouldn't have been surprised that the brief lapse in emotion hadn't impacted her musical performance, but now that I'd seen it firsthand, it was clear to me how displeased Sylvie was by Ellie's comment.
思い出にするのは早いんじゃないかしら来年だってあるでしょ自分は競技者としては3年生でのエントリーですので来年は引退を余儀なくされます
What? That's some bullshit though, because you still have to stay in the school, right? Or do you graduate? Like, how does that work?
そっかでもならスポーツとして続けるなりなんなり国に戻ってからも続けていいのようちの国はスポーツがあまり強くないから国際競技の選手は多い方がありがたいわそれはできませんどうして国に戻れば私は一介の騎士シルビア様に常にお仕えする従者の一人です趣味にかまけている暇はありませんフェンシングそんなに好きなのに仕方のないことですそう
It was on that note that Sylvie went silent and focused on her performance. What was it? The timbre hadn't changed whatsoever. Yet the tone of her notes felt like they had turned icy. Yeah, because music sounds different if you don't have like if you don't put passion into it. Then it doesn't matter if you're playing the same notes. The music still sounds different. I think it sounds. That's why like you have to have passion into your music playing. Otherwise, it just sounds mechanical.
はーいシルビー様失礼します
We saw Ellie off as she headed back to her club. Now then, you want Ellie to continue fencing, but it sounds like she's got other plans. Does this have anything to do with the mission you mentioned earlier? Oh yes, we're going back to it. Sweetness. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvie. I love you too. Her fingers stopped. When her performance ended, everything became crystal clear to me when I saw the furious look on her face. Hello? Ellie's comment had really pissed her off. Oh, jeez. What a rarity. Someone has... Oh, one of my friends is online playing Dark Souls, apparently. Dark Souls, sweet! Okay. My bad. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. What a rarity. Someone as absent-minded as Sylvie could make a face like that? Everyone is entitled to make their own life choices, especially if they want to keep practicing or not. Talent isn't the issue, but rather how the person feels.
その気持ちでも続けたいと思っていても
That certainly would complicate things, yes. The way I saw it. I didn't believe that Ellie wanted to quit fencing either. It was obvious Ellie loved to compete and how much she desperately wanted to continue fencing.
エルはね、いつだってああなの。シルビー様のため、シルビア王女のため、自分の人生を私のためだけに使ってる。あのことまだ気にしてるのね。
What? What is bothering her? I'm confused. Is it... I'm pretty sure it's something like related to like when Sylvie first got adopted by the royal family, the Siswas, but yeah, like I want to know more details about it. She whispered that last part too quietly for me to make out.
そこで立てたのが今回の作戦なの。名付けてエルが大好きなフェンシングを続けたくなるよう位置に全部任せちゃおう作戦よ。
What? Operation Leave Everything to Ichi so Ellie could continue to practice her beloved fencing. Woman, you need better names. What a great, easy to follow mission name. It's not a mission, but a complete delegation.
我ながら惚れ惚れとするほど自然な流れでフェンシングの練習に赴くエルに自然とオーロが会いに行くよう仕向けたわ。
Freaking Sylvie. It's a freaking master chess player over here. Freaking mastermind Sylvie right now. I'd argue that a princess forcing us to get married spur of the moment is hardly natural, but I do get your point.
あとはオーロに任せておけば、エルもフェンシングの楽しさが身に染みて分かって、続けていきたいと思うようになると思うの。
Finay darn it, Sylvie.
どうかしら。
She's sparkling. That's what I'm telling you, this is delegation. I knew what her mission or whatever was now, but she was telling me to change Ellie's sentiments toward fencing. Or put it in a grandiose way, or way of life. There were limits to how absurd your request could get. Just to put this out there, if you're insisting I persuade her, that's out of the question. If I were to tell Ellie, you should prioritize fencing over Sylvie, and she'd probably get angry at me and rip off my arm. We finally had a friendly atmosphere between us, and I didn't want to screw that up. Most importantly of all, if she wanted to quit a sport, then it would be best for her if she followed through. Forcing yourself to keep playing a sport just because other people told you to would be foolish. Or so I thought. But Sylvie flashed me a soft smile and said,
説得なんてしなくていいわ。オーロはただエルのそばにいてくれれば。
Okay. Huh?
作戦は順調に進行中よ。
What did she mean? Sylvie giggled at me as I tilted my head in confusion.
オーロがそばにいれば、エルはこれから先もっともっとフェンシングが楽しくなると思うの。そうしてフェンシングを今以上に大好きにさせるのが私の作戦。あとは良きところでもうちょっと続けなさいって命令するだけよ。現時点じゃまだ無理みたいだけど、今より大好きになったらエルだって悪い気せず続ける気になるでしょ。
Ah. This sounded relatively passive as something she had called a mission. Would a strategy like that pan out? I had my doubts.
完璧な作戦よ。
Sylvie didn't, though.
オーラがそばにいれば、どんなことでも楽しくて仕方なくなっちゃうはずだもの。
In Sylvie's mind, it was an open and shut case. Turn it, Sylvie. I hadn't realized just how much people relied on me. But I didn't, dude. Is it golden time? I stuck around the academy even after Sylvie had gone home. This plan of Sylvie's. Setting aside whether it would work out or not, I had no reason to fight her on it. In truth, I was happy that Ellie and I had gotten closer as a result. However, it did bug me a little to know that I had been played. I had been played by Sylvie, darn it. What bugged me worse, though, was Sylvie and Ellie's relationship. How could I describe it? This development had really reinforced something I'd sensed before. For whatever reason, they were somewhat reserved around one another. It wasn't like they had a poor relationship. They were incredibly close, actually. Although Ellie had sworn absolute, unwavering loyalty to her, Sylvie's affections for Ellie were far greater. In spite of those feelings, there was clearly a rift between them. It felt like they were overly mindful of that gap, and were keeping a calculated distance from one another. Why? I knew it wasn't my place, but I was worried all the same. Who are you? Yes? When suddenly, a man spoke to me. Wait. Is that Oro? It's Oro. I got Oro's name mixed up with Ellie's brother. I meant, is that Iro? Who was he? It was an older man with a friendly smile. I didn't recognize him. But I did notice something. Can't tell. I'm not good at voices. Unless I've been hearing it for like several hours in the game. Which I haven't. He was hardly in Sylvie's route, so. He called out and beckoned me over. He was outside the school gates and made absolutely no attempt to come inside. That was when it occurred to me. Oh, you came here on a job. What is it? Why is the sad music playing? Oh no, I'm scared and concerned and worried. I couldn't ignore him, and that was my way home. No other choice but to pop over. Are you sure? It's when people say that, it kind of means they are shady. Yes, how do you know my name? He knew my name. Time to turn around and run away. Just run away. That's when you turn around and just run away. He must have done his research and read up on me. Namely, the hot topic currently circulating online. Hirona-san's boyfriend. Right. So what do you want? He was beating on the bush and really playing about the book. Maybe I should go straight for the kill? Okay. I thought he meant that metaphorically. I thought he meant literally. I was about to be like, let's not do that. If you're ready to talk about Ellie, then I've got nothing to say to you. Sortilege has me bound to secrecy. I have confidential information. I may have jumped the gun a little, but I played this is an international issue card. I didn't know who this guy was. I wasn't sure why he was here, but at least he wasn't snapping candid photos of me while we spoke. What's more, he hadn't come onto school grounds. He was avoiding trespassing. That should mean he wouldn't pick any fights with royalty. Excuse me, my bad, had to prep again. Sorry guys. Also, okay then, what do you want? I'll take your word for it. So what is this then? An interview or part of a gossip column? Okay. Well then, please hand me that interview fee. Once you do, I'll let my contact at Sortilege know I accepted an interview. He wasn't backing down, huh? Not only was he persistent, but the fact he had an interview budget at all meant he was in the business. With that in mind, I'd like some information of my own. The pretend lover strategy Sylvie had devised worked wonders for addressing the candid photos. But it was a double-edged sword that supplied weekly magazines and other legitimate media with tantalizing material. If only it could keep him at bay until the day of the competition, or so I had hoped, but that had apparently been naive of me. Unfortunate. The next thing I needed to consider was the company he worked for. If it was just this one guy, then I could probably sidestep him entirely. But if several news outlets and agencies began poking their noses into this, I would have more to worry about than just candid photos. Regardless, I could just inform Sylvie and let it become Sortilege's problem.
いくつか聞きたいことがあるんだ。まず君がカバリエロさんの
If this is small talk, then you can mark me down as no comment for everything.
どうして？もしかして答えにくいこととか？
This person, who came to me under the guise of an interview, presumed to be too difficult to work with following the first question. Sound about right?
ああ、待って待って。君怖い子だな。
He soon realized how unapproachable I was. But the smirk never left his face. Now is the time! Oh right. Which publisher do you work for?
ん？え？どうして？
Well, aren't you supposed to start by introducing yourself in these situations? You haven't mentioned any names at all. I went in for the second kill. I didn't especially care who he worked for, as it wouldn't make him any less of a nuisance. I'd lured him into a false sense of security and thinking this interview, quote-unquote, would go off without a hitch, and I'd broken the ice by requesting his credentials. If he had any guilty conscience to speak of, this would be the part where he made a break for it. If he were to actually stick around...
商談者だよ。センテンススプリングって雑誌知ってる？あそこの人間。はいこれ。
He naturally handed me his business card. So he didn't have any guilty conscience? His card listed the name Komiya Eisuke. An alias? Nah, maybe I was being paranoid.
じゃあ、これ以上は怖いから、今日はこの辺で。
Lol. Why are you scared? I'm just asking questions. I want to make sure you're not some creepy weirdo. Huh? You're leaving already?
それだけ受け取ってくれれば十分だから。
Oh. He left after handing me his business card. Ah. What's the business card say? What's going on with that? Damn it! He tricked me! What?
どうしたのです、オーロ。
Oh, I guess I wasn't really tricked, but it kind of feels that way. Okay, the fuck? Still, I couldn't very well ignore the feeling in my gut. He had read me in the conversation like a book. I was actively on alert when I approached him, yet I'd only learned what they wanted me to know about them. Or rather, they had only told me their assumptions. He had wrapped up all introductions after he handed over his card. It would be tough to ignore him the next time he came around. He had effectively formed a connection with me and Ellie.
週刊誌の記者が接近ですか。記者員の方から出版社に断りを入れましょうか。オーロには近づかないようにと。
Is that possible? He just came by to introduce himself and hadn't arranged for an official interview.
ええ、現時点は声をかけられた程度、講義を入れられる段にありませんが。オーロは学生です。しかもノーブル学園に通う。圧力をかける程度なら十分ですよ。
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Throwing Noble Academy's name around really helped in times like these, huh?
ただ、やはり現時点では講義をかけるにはぬるい。あまり過敏に反応すると、こちらから焚きつけることにもなりかねませんね。
You mean an oversensitive response would suggest there's something you don't want them to find out?
ええ、そうなると、現在は出版社1社だけですが、他の会社まで呼びかねません。
I'd like to avoid that. If we kicked up a fuss now, it would likely cause a much larger commotion. I could tell just how massive of a nuisance the media could be. So we shouldn't ruffle any feathers yet, right? The guy who came around last seems sensible, at least. I could probably get through to him now that I mentioned Sortilege's name. I desperately wanted to avoid doing anything to attract the paparazzi. Namely those who would do anything for a story to make international headlines. I could just ignore them next time.
ですね。
Alright, cool. Yeah. He was a pretty clever reporter, so I was a little worried he might try and pull a fast one on me next time. To be blunt, I wasn't all that bright. Dropped out of the leading school for idiots. He might extract information from me through idle conversation, and I wouldn't realize it in time. Some sort of information. Oh yeah, before all that,
何です？
dinner time? If I would accept his interview, how would I explain myself? Ah, okay. Before I should worry about having information drawn out of me. What information would they even take? Who was I to Ellie, and to Sotoleja as a whole? It was a little late now, but I just realized how trivial my presence was. So first off, I am Sylvie's friend.
そうですね。
I am Ellie's friend and fake boyfriend. This was the official This was the official setup we had reported to the police and public security when we first met. So if any of those details got back to the weekly magazines, it shouldn't result in a scandal.
シルビー様の幼馴染でいらっしゃるそうですね。それを公式のものとさせてもらいましょう。幼馴染の縁で、姫様はあなたをノーブル学園に招いた。
Alright, sounds good. A princess's boyfriend found. You sure that'll be alright?
男性のご友人程度ならば問題ありません。シルビー様はクラスの男子全員とも親しいですし。
If push comes to shove, we can just drag Kikuchiyo in it with us and have her say, I'm friends with everyone. I like how he said we can just drag Kikuchiyo into it. If nothing else, it wouldn't store up any drama if my relationship with Sylvie were to go public. Which brought us to... What about us? Yep. We aren't engaged, but we aren't engaged, I'd assume?
そうですね。
Then, what are we? How close are you and I right now? Suddenly, our faces flushed a bright shade of red. What the heck was I saying? Was that even a question a guy should be asking? I put it out there, so there's no turning back now. I couldn't deny that I've been thinking about it all the time lately, too.
私とオーロは。
Yeah?
ですね。
I know that we're pretend lovers. Until December 17th, right? Ah, so that meant we only had 10 days left? Everything went by so fast. Dang, that's just barely over a week. What would happen to us then? What should we do? Oh, also, I guess it is December then, because yeah, it's December 7th. Oh, cool. So yeah, we're on December. Sweet. We really do need to figure this out. Think about it. We'll be in huge trouble if those magazine reports come sniffing around. We need to know what to do if it's put into an article.
そうですね。困ります。どう答えたものでしょうか。
We both froze up. This conversation quickly veered off into an unexpected direction. Neither of us had really given this particular subject any thought. What was to come of us beyond December 17th? Our time as pretend lovers would soon end, and we wouldn't really need to interact with one another. You could call us lovers, quote-unquote, if you wanted, but it wasn't anything like that when all she really did was treat me to a homemade meal every night. It's not like we cut ties completely, as we were both classmates and close friends at this point. Shedding the title of lovers, quote-unquote, wouldn't pose any major problems. It wouldn't, but... I think I'd like for us to stay this way. Even after the 17th. Even if we stop pretending. Actually, I'd really like it if we stopped pretending altogether right here and now. And we became real lovers. Oh, the feels! Oh, it feels real good, man. Confession. Am I gonna kiss her? I leaned my face toward hers. Ellie's eyes widened. Even though she knew what I was after, she didn't run away. Instead, her eyelids slowly drifted shut, and she welcomed me. Okay. If I was gonna be an H scene, there might still be one, but hey, we're kissing. Look at this beautiful CG right here. Our lips joined together. It was our first kiss. Ellie's lips were astonishingly soft and squishy to the touch, even though every other word out of her mouth was anything but. I briefly wondered if such fragile lips would break if I put too much force into our kiss. But I didn't back away. Every impact was met with a sweet rebound, with a powerful and almost jelly-like recoil. Something being pressed against them gave me chills. A kiss. So this is what they were like. Both of us let out a heated sigh. And then, like so, the rift between our lips was closed even more tightly, crushed together by the force behind the impact. Stuck together? It felt more like they had meshed together. It was as if our lips were being forced... Or what? No, it was as if our lips were being absorbed into one another's. Oh, not forced, oh no. I could even feel Ellie kissing me back. What do you mean? Oh, what? But Ellie? But that was as far as it went. Oh, Ellie, no! In reality, it had probably been less than a minute, but Ellie quickly pulled away. What's wrong? Ellie? Ellie? Okay, bye. She up and left. Did I just get rejected? Hello? It was to be expected. Ellie and I did live in different worlds. I may have jumped the gun a little bit. Not really. There was quite a bit of build-up. I was telling her the truth, though. I had fallen for Ellie a long time ago. Even though Ellie and I lived in completely different worlds, I knew that, deep down, I still loved her, and had no intention of giving up on her. That was a realization I made long ago. Dude.
Loveriche.
Well, I think I just got rejected. Oh man. December 10th, Sunday. Ellie's championship was only a week away, which meant we only had 1 week left of our pretend relationship. Oh no. Maybe we still had another week would be a better mindset? Either way. It had to be the day of all days. What are you doing in my room, Raina? I won't get to see Ellie. I didn't regret telling her that I loved her yesterday. But yesterday may have been horrible timing. Today was the only day this week that I didn't have plans to see Ellie. I could see Ellie at school during the week and when she attended club meetings on her days off. But since they were going to use the martial arts dojo for an entire day next week, this just happened to be the day of the fencing club couldn't use the campus whatsoever. They had the day off, in other words. But it was the one day I couldn't see her. Talk about crappy timing. Reina, have you ever been in love? Don't worry, we'll get to you soon, okay, after Akane. Well, you know. How should I handle this? I'd love to talk about what happened yesterday, and I didn't want to keep it all to myself. Would it be alright tomorrow? I guess there was no real difference between today and tomorrow, but I'd have to spend all day in a state of distress. Woman! No! What are you rambling about? What do you base that on? I just kissed her, and then she ran away. Maybe I had something stuck in my throat. You ever think of that, huh, woman? Never! Eek! My magistrate! Reynard sussed me out.
で、具体的に何したの？
I told you! Nothing!
嘘だね。まあどうせあれでしょ？あのおっぱいに目がくらんで、ついつい手が伸びちゃったとかでしょ？
No!
エロいなはエロいな。とか言いながら、あのビッグブレストをわしづかんで、吸ったり揉んだりしたんでしょ？
No!
おろ？
Get out of my room. All these boobs. They sure were huge. Totoro. I haven't touched them, but I guess they had pressed up against me when we kissed. I would make those mine somehow. Wait, no. The second I figured out my feelings for Ellie, my sexual desire sparked up too.
この顔は、ガチでエロいこと考えてるやつだな。本当にエルチに何かしたっぽいな。
Only kissed.
で、何を悩んでるの？やっぱエルチンを怒らせて、殺されるかもパターン？
Not exactly. I obviously doubt she would kill me over it.
わあ、エロいことしたのは認めましたよ、この男。
It was just a kiss. I haven't admitted anything.
じゃあ、怒らせた方？
If I had to define it anyway.
そっちか。そりゃいかんよ、オロくん。
It's not like I did anything wrong. You just didn't see things eye to eye right now.
それで朝からうなってるわけか。
Yes. Problem?
よし、わかった。ここはこの浜中の生けるおせっかいばあさんと言われた、この木崎玲奈さんに任せんしょい。
I'm not sure if I trust you. The way you phrase it, that makes it sound like all of the nosy old ladies the world over are dead.
突っ込むならまずはばあさんってとこね。
Nah.
おいで、オロ。
What are you gonna do? Raina dragged me outside. Okay, where are we going?
そりゃもちろん。
Are you literally dragging me like how Sylvie did that one time in her route?
あ、そうだ。許可がないと警察が来ちゃうんだね。
Cops?
もしもーし。ジーヤさん？どうもでーす。
これは木崎様。姫様にご用ですかな？
今日はシルビーだけじゃなくてね。
What are we doing here? I got dragged along with her before I even knew what was going on. It was on the edge of town, deep in the heart of the rich neighborhood that I've never stepped foot into. In this route. The long, seemingly endless brick building was enclosed behind a tall fence, and I briefly wondered if it were an exhibition hall of some kind. Off to the side, a gateway so gigantic it would give noble academies a run for its money. She had them open this teensy little door. Oh jeez. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I think I might have hiccups. Manny continued to literally drag me along as she calmly entered the facility, and guided me deeper and deeper inside. What is this place? A dance hall?
にも使いますな。まあ大抵はただの立食会程度ですが。
Yep. Ah, hello. That familiar older man was here.
どうも、スチーヤさん。エルチンは？
声はかけておきました。時間ができれば来るでしょう。しばしお待ちを。
その間に飲み物です。どうぞ。
He took out grape juice for us. Oh, yum, grape juice. You couldn't ask for anything more. It made me grateful. Get it? Grateful. I'm sorry. It made me grateful. Is this where Sylvie and Ellie live?
来たことなかった？
Nope. This place is amazing. I'd been curious what the home was like, but I had never been. It had this medieval feel to it, which wasn't all that surprising considering where the princess and her knight lived. I noticed a couple of appliances here and there, so it wasn't about modern conveniences. It definitely gave off the impression that sophistication was valued highly. Do you come here often?
たまーに。 夕飯とかすごいんだよ。毎回コースで来るから。
Yum. Wow.
今夜ご用意いたしましょうかな。
Yes, please. No. Don't put yourself out for us. It actually sounded uncomfortable, so I passed on his offer. The fuck you talking about? It's food. When?
誰だ？
Solvi! Whoa. A set of hands suddenly covered my eyes. Where did she come from?
誰だ？でな、言っちゃダメよ。
Then darn it, Solvi.
はいはい。
Oh, now I understood what was going on. I look like a pig. It's so obvious, but I want to know. I just pick who? Oh man. Huh. Oh no, like, it's obviously Solvi, but I'm kind of curious, like, if I said Ellie, or who, she probably would get mad, but who's even funnier? Oh, let's go with Solvi. Solvi, obviously. Oh. I want my precious princess to be mad at me. She moved her hands away. I know I talked like that. She moved her hands away. I turned around. Giantress? Menacing? What? Oh! Some utterly humongous lady filled my view. Who the hell are you?
ありがとう、キャシー。言っていいわ。
Well, bye! Solvi, the fuck you do that for? She like had that woman put her hands around my face and then talked behind my back so I'd think it was her? Wow, Solvi's a genius! Bud. She headed back from where she came from.
びっくりしたでしょう。このソルティレージュ領事館最大にして最強の護衛騎士、キャスリンよ。
Solvi, why are you trolling me? Yeah, that's one way of putting it. I go to all that effort though?
レーナが来たと聞いてきたらオーロまでいてびっくりしたから、びっくりで返そうと思って。
Oh, you definitely achieved that mission.
エルにご用ですって？
Yeah. Is she here?
まだお部屋なの。変ね。今日は特にやることないはずなのに。
She's still embarrassed about the kiss.
ここ数日、妙に部屋にこもっているのよね。パソコン？
Oh, she's playing the good old night era game.
私が言っても何やってるか教えてくれないし。
I wonder why. Was she working on some fencing related report or something?
エルチンが引きこもりね。ジーヤさん、なんか知ってる？
He shot us an all-knowing smile, but refused to elaborate.
呼んでくるわ。私が行けば、さすがに出てくるでしょう。
The princess went to get her in person.
ちなみに、エルチンやシルビーの資質には、さすがに入ったことない。
Okay.
申し訳ありません。国外の方をお招きできるのは、こちら、ゲスト館までとなっておりますので。
Okay. Yeah, I figured as much. There are probably heaps of formal procedures involved. By the way, she had called this a hall, huh? Looking from the window and... Yeah, I did see another estate far off in the distance. I couldn't see everything due to the high fence, but there did appear to be 2 or 3 estates nearby. And...
あら？何してますのゲロ？
Mistress, what are you doing here? I thought you lived in the dorm. I know it's your house, but you moved to the dorm. Okay. Also, I am just here to visit Ellie? Cause, yeah. Mina-chan? I ran into someone unexpected. Actually, she was probably more surprised to see us than anything else.
私は本日公務ですので準備に。そちらは？
Ah, that makes sense then, okay.
遊びに来ました。まあ、ごゆっくりしてらして。
Thank you, mistress, I will. And there she went. It was kind of embarrassing to tell our junior, who mentioned she had work, that we came over to her place to hang out. So? What does that matter? That was when I noticed it. Mina-chan was going up the stairs, even though Sylvia had gone down the corridor leading further inside to call for Ellie-san. I wonder where Mina-chan went. I said with no real aim in mind.
資質です。本日のご公務にはそれなりの準備が必要ですので。
What is she doing? What was she preparing for? Huh?
はい。
I'm confused. The black-suited lady gave me a look that said, "What's the matter?" But wait, wasn't this odd? Mina-chan lives here, in this building?
はい。あ、少々誤解なさっておられるようですね。
Oh, he's confused about the rooms.
この屋敷はソルティレージはイスタ家の所有する別邸となっております。
故にシスア家である神なる様はゲストという形で部屋を取っておられるのです。
Huh? The Ista family. That was Ellie's family, right?
この屋敷というか、この敷地の領事はソルティレージ王室、シスア家ではありません。イスタ家、ひいてはこの3年間はエロイナ様の所有となっております。
Dude, what? If this is like the Knight family's house, like villa or whatever, then what kind of? I really want to know what kind of houses the freaking Seesaw family has. How expensive that place looks, because this already looks beyond freaking ridiculously expensive as it is. So imagine how freaking nice the royal family's houses would look like. Like, geez, dude, oh my goodness, I want to see it. What?
厳密にはエロイナ隊長の所有する別邸地のうちゲスト館だけを領事館としてシスア家に譲渡している形ですな。
それって何？エルチンってむっちゃお金持ちなの？
Well, yeah, I assume that to begin with, because she attends this school. Like, 90% of people who attend this school are like that, except, you know, me, Reina, and Akane, apparently. I think that's literally the only people we know of so far that aren't filthy, stinking rich. So yeah. And I thought she owned an estate like this?
それはもちろん、イスタ家はソルティレージでも王室シスア家に次ぐ名家ですゆえ。
Oh dang! Shit, dude, didn't know about that! I do recall Mina-chan mentioning something about Ellie being the daughter of a highly regarded noble family, one on par with the royal family. Ellie may have been on an entirely different level than I originally thought. I know, right? The fudge, dude. Oh, jeez. She was the master of an estate in which a princess like Mina-chan was a guest. If they didn't play their cards right, wouldn't this place on the same level as Sylvie and Mina-chan? Not that I had any clue what the power balance was like for the people of Sortilege.
準備完了。あら、まだいたんですの。
Yes. Mina-chan came down a short time later.
お待たせしてますわね。お姉様ですか？呼んできましょうか？にゃ、エルチン、今シルビーが呼びに行ってくれてるとこ。そう。お姉様をパシるとはいい度胸してますわね。
She wanted to do it. You know how she is.
でもなんか時間かかってるみたい。
Yeah, she is a little late. Enough time had passed for Mina-chan to show up, get ready, and come back. And yet there was still no sign of either Ellie or Sylvie. Or did she even get... It didn't even look like she got ready. She just walked up the stairs and then came back down. Like, she's in the same outfit as before. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, what were you getting ready with? Like, just clean up your room or something?
お姉様のことだから、何かよそごとしてしまってるかも。私が呼んできますわ。
Yeah, go run errands for us too. No, I'm just kidding. Mina-chan went to run this errand of her own accord. She really was a great girl at heart. See? You both do it. You both run errands for commoners on your own accord, so I don't know what you talk about.
お二人はどこへ？
ああ、神なる様。
Also, yes, Mina is amazing.
申し訳ありません。 エロイナ様の寝室でございますゆえ。
寝室
But she stopped in her tracks. She must have known where it was and looked in the same direction Sylvie had walked off earlier. What's going on, Mina? With a bitter look in her eyes.
では、私では力になれませんわね。
Why not? The fuck? Huh?
なんで
Yeah, what's going on here? The
お
fuck?
待たせ
Okay, never mind then. I still want to know more about that. Which is when those two came along.
ごめんね、待たせて。エルったら。あら、ミナ。ごきげんよう、お姉様。もう時間ですわ。早速ですわ。おいとましますわね。あら、そっか。今週はミナが耳の聞こえない子への慰問だったわね。
Oh, dang. That's really sad and depressing. But, really sweet of Mina to do. We saw Mina-chan off as she left for work. Okay then, with that.
遅かったけどどうしたん
Man, I really want that. I really want that fan disc now. I need more Mina.
いえ、失敬。仕事です。
仕事じゃないでしょ何か、ゲームやっていたんじゃない
Lol.
聞く
Ellie.
何をやっていたのあれ、女の子がキャーキャー言って。
Oh, damn. Sylvie, how do you know? Sylvie. Stay pure and innocent forever, except in your own route, because that didn't happen. Ellie done it. Oh my jeez, Ellie.
なんでもありません、姫様。とある仕事で必要なことを調べていただけで。
What kind of job?
機密です。騎士の、その、大事なことで言うわけには。
Freaking lying. Lying, Ellie. Damn. Ellie's face flashed bright red with such enthusiasm it felt like it should be accompanied by that booming of a sound. This dredged up the same mood as yesterday. Awkward.
どうしたのおやおや
Sylvie gazed blankly at Raina's evil expression. Oh, Ellie.
私はその、やることがありますので。
Okay.
やることってゲーム
Probably.
違います。
Ellie done it. Lol. He tried to hold herself back up in her room, but once the game subject was brought up, she came back. I had no idea what the fixation was in that game, but it kept Ellie from getting away since she didn't want us to think she was playing a game. Stupid idea, dude. I like how Ellie's still playing the freaking... the eroge. The night eroge, to be specific. Oh man, dude. Or at least Oro has, like, officially, like, made his move, even though, yeah, it's got, whew! Tough times. It's gotta deal. We need Ellie to realize her feelings for us, too. Then we can finally, you know, officially start our relationship. Hopefully before the 17th, because we gotta tell him something. Oh, man. But yeah, I think it was 17th, right? When we had to talk to the people. Yeah, it was 17th. We had to like tell the person that gave us the card something. Yeah, we gotta tell them like what a relationship actually is. We can't say, "Oh, we're pretend lovers," because that just sounds weird. We only gotta say we're lovers, and yeah, it's just like, but we just have to establish something, okay? We need to become a couple for real. That's the goal. Oh man, but yeah, hopefully we can get it by that. We can like be on the same page by the time that comes. So yeah, here's hoping. I didn't know that Mina like didn't like stuff like that. She like visited a deaf kid. Yeah, that's really nice and sweet. I'm surprised. I don't think she did stuff like that, but yeah, like I wonder if like in the fan disc like you get to see like her doing that in her scenes and stuff. that'd be really cool. I seriously cannot wait for that fan disc, man. I'm just saying. I need the fan disc. I need it. I needs it. I needs it now. I love Mina.